Well, in a city renowned for excellent food and award-winning chefs, at one restaurant you can be serenaded by opera singers as you enjoy Italian cuisine. Tonight, Chef Duke LoCicero has added a new item to the menu at Cafe Giovanni, the hot apple toddy he created for Bill Capo and 12 for the Road.
Cafe Giovanni in the 100 block of Decatur Street is an elegant place where even the decor lets you know you're in for a dining experience. But step into the kitchen and it's another world, intense, driven, a little bit crazy, as chef and owner Duke LoCicero describes it. He strives for perfection with the professional skills, but will quickly tell you that one thing sets apart a star chef.
I can tell whether that guy's going to make it in the business in 10 minutes because it comes from here. And, you don't make a whole lot of money. It's hard work, and when everybody else is partying, you're working. And it comes from your heart. And the things that you get is the gratitude of when somebody loves something. When you walk out there and they say, man, this is fantastic, that's the gratitude you get. So you really got to love what you do.
And he does, describing himself as a sommelier who designs his dishes around the flavorful sauces he creates.
Well, it's all of my creation, so it's kind of, when you look at that dish and you go, how did you come up with that? I always blame it on, I guess I was dropped when I was a kid on my head. That's it. I'm classically French trained, my Sicilian background, born and raised in New Orleans, cooking in all the great restaurants that I have. And then I went and lived in Houston for 6 years, so I got that Southwest I like.
Stars make you drool just like pasta falls through, that's all it.
Chef Duke wanted patrons not only to enjoy a memorable meal, but a complete dining experience, and he wanted his restaurant to stand out.
I wanted the Giovanni's to be different dining experience, so we added something special, which was the entertainment with the opera singers. And they just don't sing opera, they sing show tunes and everything like that, but it's a performance and it's a whole dining experience. That's what I wanted to develop.
But there can be a problem with having such a high degree of dedication.
I'm always working, no matter, even when I'm off, the phone's ringing and going crazy. So, but the kitchen part is very important. I'm there every night, starting at 5:30 when it comes in the dinner. I'm in that kitchen watching every plate come out, and that's important.
Duke was so busy as both chef and owner, it almost became overwhelming.
I saw everything my kids did on videotape. So I would go home and they would have graduation, I put the tape in, and that's how I saw it. As they got older, I said, you know what, now that I own the place, I can go watch them play football and go watch the graduations and do that kind of thing. So I make time for my children.
Duke LoCicero knew what he wanted to be when he grew up while he was still in middle school and went to work then to make his dream come true.
I worked for Davis Lee at the House of Lee. And I used to watch Davis, and all the ladies knew who Davis was. He knew everybody's name, and everybody loved Davis. And I said, man, that's what I want to do. I want to own my own restaurant.
So what was your first job there?
I was a dishwasher. Actually, I started as a dishwasher, worked myself up to a busboy.
You were what? How old were you?
I was 12 years old. Believe that. I hope I don't get them in trouble, but 12 years old making $2.10 an hour. So that's how long ago that was.
But his career plan suffered a severe blow when Katrina smashed into town and Cafe Giovanni was badly damaged and looted.
I started crying. It was rough, and we had just rebuilt the lounge and sunk a lot of money into it, and that's it was bad.
But Duke was determined to reopen, and with family members and employees helping, cleaned up and reopened 2 months after the storm, serving sandwiches to recovery workers at first. But now he says the restaurant is back to normal, however, business is not.
I haven't got to the point where I'm over the hump yet because business is so bad. And but I love the city.
And that is what keeps Duke going, a determination not just to see his restaurant recover, but the entire city as well.
I see people enjoying the city again and not just taking back what they saw on CNN and all that coverage that was there for the 5 or 6 days after. But they see that this is a city that is unlike any other city in the world, and it's New Orleans.
So where do you see this city in 5 years?
I see it being back and better. Not bigger, but better.
For 12 for the Road, Duke used his skills to create the hot apple toddy, a drink that is almost a meal in itself.
And it reminds you it's going to smell like Christmas, and that's what's important. It smells like the holidays, so that's important.
So make it for us.
We're going to do this. We're going to warm up some apple cider, and then right here we have butter. We're going to add ground nutmeg, cinnamon, and ground cloves. Add some brown sugar to this butter, and the butter is in, you're going to get it room temperature so you can mix it. You can mix it by hand, but you know, this is a lot easier. Then we're going to take a little mango butter that I've made, which is just take some mangoes and put it in some butter. We're going to add a teaspoon of that to that.
While the butter mixes until creamy, put 8 graham crackers and a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice in a bag and crush the cookies to blend the mixture.
And you're going to just take out your aggressions. You went to Lakeside, you couldn't get a parking spot. Christmas is getting to you.
Ladle the warm cider into a glass, then add a tablespoon of the butter mixture. Now that sounds pretty good already. But wait, add a dollop of non-dairy whipped topping blended with 2 teaspoons of rum or vanilla extract. And Duke's not through yet. Garnish with a cinnamon stick, the crushed graham crackers, chocolate shavings, and then the final touch, marshmallow cream.
You gotta have a little bit of that in there.
Tomorrow night, a minty delight to add zest to Deacon John's Hot Blues.
To New Orleans being better than ever, and everybody having a safe holiday. Salute.
I'm Bill Capo, Eyewitness News, Night Watch.
Ahead in sports, can the Privateers open conference play with a victory over Arkansas State? And